listen. What you say that for? You've got a funny way of saying what you mean when you tell me I'm the best you ever had. Then you take it back. You're not gonna ever give a second thought to a remark after you let it out, after it leaves your mouth. Words mean something.
Good morning, everybody. Happy
Words
Saturday.
mean
This is
something.
a quiet Saturday morning. The sun is just coming out. We had a rainy evening, and I am back this morning with my coffee, ready to get this day started. Feeling very good and very excited. Guys, I was inspired to do this video just this morning. I've been up for a while because I went to bed early last night. Just a full week of just anticipation of my new position with the company that will be starting on Monday. I cleared out my office on Friday, and I did put a couple clips of pictures in my Instagram of just how I was feeling in the moment. It felt really good to be closing that chapter and about to open another chapter. And this morning I was on Instagram, and I follow a few people that also I follow on YouTube, but nowadays a lot of people are more active on Instagram. I think they're migrating over there to do their content versus on YouTube, because YouTube be tripping. I digress. But a lot of people are migrating over there to do their content. So there's a lady by the name of Tracy, the Chocolate Stew. I know a few of you follow her. A lot of you found her through my channel. Some of my subscribers did, and they started following her. And so she is a flight attendant who does a lot of travel content. And I found her channel here on YouTube, and then found out that she was on Instagram, and I started following her. So I think we've been following each other now, maybe about, I'd say 3 years or so. And Tracy has some beautiful content about traveling. If you guys are not following her here on YouTube, please find her as the Chocolate Stew over on Instagram. Make sure you guys go follow her if you are a travel enthusiast. You love traveling. She has some amazing content. You know, her career as a flight attendant has afforded her the opportunity to experience travel, and because of that, now her and her husband are traveling around the world, you hear me, and they are having a great time, and I'm living vicariously through her till I can start going to some of those places that she's inspiring me to visit. And I wanted to come today because she left a message, on a comment on one of my pictures that I posted on Friday, and she said, work smarter, not harder. Just with that one comment, it inspired this video, and that is so true. If you have goals in your life that you're trying to accomplish, guys, work smarter, not harder. If you're interested in this video, please keep watching. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is a quiet Saturday morning. I am about to get started with my day, having my coffee, about to eat some pineapples, getting this day started. Gotta get out today. I need to go to the mall. I want to purchase me a nice outfit for my first day in HR, guys. You all know, some of you all that watch my video know that I have been a personal consultant for a while for the company that I got a job through when I first moved back here to my home city. So I was blessed to bid out and manifest a job that I could see myself retiring through. And I'm so excited. I have worked really hard most of my life, and I'm a person that I have very high work ethics, and I want to share this with people because I want you to really think about something. Eating this morning, y'all forgive me. I want y'all to think about something. You don't have to be the smartest person in the world. I'll say the most educated person in the world to be very successful in life. I do not have a 40-year degree. I have a 2-year degree that I accomplished in about 4.5 years. It took me 4.5 years to get a 2-year associate's degree. And that's as high as my book education has gone. But life has afforded me so much knowledge through experiences, mistakes, trials, and errors. That's what life is. And that's how you gain wisdom. If you're one of those people that are fortunate enough to have attended a 4-year degree or further and educated yourself, kudos to you. I'm not taking anything away from that. But what I'm trying to say that there are other ways that you can establish yourself. And one of the things that I've always learned through just my environment, that if you want something in life, you have to work hard for it. So I always try to have those ethics about myself, that no matter what I do, I was going to do the best I could at whatever it is, no matter how small the job may have seemed or unimportant to a lot of people. When I work at something, I'm going to do my best. And one of the things that my manager now, the HR generalist, told me was that she was impressed with me when I first interviewed for the position that I started with that company in my orientation. She said it was the way that I presented myself. She said it was the way that I dressed and the way that I spoke. So you can sell yourself in a lot of ways and maybe not have the educational level that a lot of people around you may have. Absolutely so. And so with that, I've learned how to use that when I may not have been as educated book-wise, degree-wise as others in areas. And that has taken me a long way, because some of the careers that I've had in my lifetime wasn't because I was highly educated book-wise or degree-wise. It was because of how I obtained the content or knowledge of that particular job and the way that I pursued it and acted a lot of times as if I knew what I was talking about. So I went down there, and I have another person that's going to be working with me as an HR assistant, and I had them to print me off my responsibilities. I can't open this because I don't want you to see the company, but it's all of these pages of what my day-to-day life would be and responsibilities in this new position as an HR administrative assistant. And I've been reading over that for the past 2 weeks, so that when I go in there, I have a leg up on some of the things that I will be doing. So that is how I work smart. And one of the things that I was wanting to do with obtaining this job is not have to put so much stress and pressure on myself with me only wanting to work corporate America for the next 1.5 years. I didn't want that. I'm not one of these people. I don't have like a lot of money saved. I have a 401k that I will work and manage along with my side hustles that I call side hustles, but they're things that I am passionate about, that I want to do with my life once I sit down corporate America and work for myself and have my own schedule, be able to do the things that I enjoy doing without having to ask permission to have time off. That's what I mean, because I will be working for a while, but I plan on sitting down corporate America. So I was trying to find a place that does not require me to be so overexerted mentally and emotionally. And I just kept, trusting and believing in myself that would happen. And so the way you present yourself at a job, people are always looking. They're always looking. Because I told you guys the way that I manifested that position, the job had closed. But because I had attempted to apply for it, and that HR generalist saw that, she allowed me the opportunity to still do it. And I'm not going to say that happens all the time, so make sure you try to get it in on time. I'm not going to say that's always happened, but that's just the way it worked out in my life. So with this position, I have the flexibility to do things. I don't have to constantly be looking at goals. In the position as a personal consultant, I had goals I had to reach every single month as far as product that I sold for this company. And it was very high goals, very hard to achieve. There's not one person in that department that's achieving it at this moment. And they were only going to get higher. And so I was thinking, I said, as much as I've worked over my life, that is not for me. Now, if you young and youthful and energetic and ready to, just do these things, you trying to achieve, you're trying to set goals higher to the standard and you want to reach them, go for it. I'm not telling people not to be goal setters or set your standards high and just try to keep achieving those. But I have worked more than 40 years, and I'm tired. And that was not how I wanted to end my career and retire. So this gave me the opportunity, to do that. So I love everything that's in this folder. Is something that I've always loved doing. I love interacting people. I love being face to face with people. I love talking to people and shaking hands, and even though I'm not gonna be shaking hands much, but yeah, but you know what I mean. I like the personal interaction that you can get from being in front of people, and working at my own pace, working with little to no supervision. Because if you give me something, I'm going to do it and take care of it. I don't need a hover. I need a micromanager looking over my shoulder. So this job gives me that opportunity. I have the ability to have access to a company vehicle to take care of things for the company. I don't have to use my car, my gas. I love that. I love that ability. So for me, that's working smarter and not harder. So if you're at this point of your life, at stage of your life, and you're at a turning point, and some people call it a midlife crisis. I'm not at a midlife crisis, but I am at that stage of my life where I said, excuse me, I'm not going to be stressing myself out to the point that every day when I get off from work, I don't want to do anything else but relax and decompress. I didn't want to talk to people. I didn't want to do anything but come home. Even sometimes having to do content was a stretch for me because I have been face to face with people on a video stream for 8.5 hours all day long, trying to sell myself, trying to sell the product that we are offering, managing their accounts and things, trying to make their portfolio as, profitable for them as possible. That's not what I wanted to do with my life. And I took that position because I had to make a decision to come home to assist in the care of my mom. So when you do that, sometimes you take what's offered, and that's basically what I did. And I felt my anxiety level just creeping higher, and then dealing with grief, that just made it worse. So I started saying, you know what, let's work this out. Let's manifest your life. That is what you're trying to do so that you can sell out these last 1.5 2 years, doing the things that you love and feeling energetic and excited about getting up, going to a job. If you're going to go to work, you might as well be excited about what you're doing. Now, this could even be, beneficial to those that are a lot younger, so that when you get to a certain age, you don't feel stuck in a position that you don't care about. I do know a lot of people hate their jobs. They hate the work that they do, but because of the economy and situations, they're not able to change it at this point. So if you can get on top of that, do it now. Work smarter, not harder. And that's important, because most of the time, you're not making your pockets fat. You're making someone else. There are some millionaires benefiting off of the work I was doing as a personal consultant. And the money that I was receiving was pennies. And for me now, at this stage of my life, it really is not all about the money that I make, yet how I feel about what I'm doing. And I think that's something that you understand as you get older, that it's more important to enjoy what you do. Of course, you want to be able to receive the fruits of your labor. You want the money, but also, more importantly, the things that you do, you want to be able to feel passionate about and really enjoy doing. You want to show up. And when you do that, you're going to show up even more so. 100+%. You're going to give, because every day you're getting up doing something that brings you pleasure, that brings you joy, and you feel that it is providing a service and a need for the bigger picture, not just for those who the company belongs for. So I feel that I've heard this a lot from my friends who are their own business owners, that they get up and do, and they put those long hours in because it's something that they're passionate about. It's something that they love. So that's what working smarter, not harder is about. You know, I'm not saying just try to take an easy way out, but every day you want to try to do something that is filling you up, filling your cup up with joy and passion, that when you lay down, you feel successful about your day, you feel accomplished, and you smile because you feel like you have done something, you know, for yourself and for others. So I just wanted to share that today because I thought it was important to share my life journey with you guys at our middle age, because oftentimes when we get here, we get to that restless stage of life and you're saying, this can't be all that it is until I retire. This can't be all that I'm going to do with the rest of my life. And even some of us that see no way of retiring. Some people say, I'm going to be retiring I'm going to be working for the rest of my life. And that may be true for a lot of us. We don't know what this economy is going to bring us. But if we're doing that, we want to do something that we thoroughly enjoy doing each and every day of our lives. That's bringing us joy. And that we feel that we're putting our talents into that we enjoy doing every day. That's very, very important. Very important. And after you've worked 20, 30 years, trust me, you're going to feel that way. Some of you may be 10, 15 years in that view me, because I do know there's a lot of people who are younger watching me. You know, there's, you know, people in their early 40s, and you may be in the game maybe 15, 20 years, maybe not 20 years. Some of you went to college and grad school after that, and you might be 10 plus years in. But when you don't reach 30 years of it working for a company, you'll find yourself looking around saying, is this it? Is this all life has to offer? Even the money is not satisfying you because it's not feeding your soul. It's not making you feel like what you're doing is something you want to do for the rest of your life. If I work at a job, I want it to feel like it's something that I can do if I have to do this for the rest of my life. So I thought it was important to bring that. And thank you, Tracy, for that inspiration and motivation for this video, because it's important to work smarter, not harder, in whatever you're doing. Make sure you do that. That not only preserves your mind, but it also your physical health, because wearing on you also breaks you down physically. So I want to just thank you all for watching. If you're new to the channel, thank you for coming through today. I hope something is said that inspires you enough to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you turn on the notifications so that you will be notified when I upload a video. And for my sisters that rock with me each and every week, thank you all for coming back through. And I'll see you in the next video. Remember, always peace and love, kisses and hugs, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Have a wonderful weekend.
Would you say that